Michael, welcome to the Leanpub launch video for AI-assisted programming. I was wondering if you could take a moment just to talk a little bit about yourself and about your book and who it's for.
Sure. It's a very interesting question. Who I am is not as interesting as the last one. But my name is Michael Feathers. I've been involved in software development for probably like 25 years, I guess, 30 years. And I am kind of known for having gotten involved in very early agile movement. And so, dealing with like technical practices like, test-driven development and refactoring and all these things, a lot of things are very code intensive. And I've spent an awful lot of my career basically working with older code, legacy code, and helping people kind of modernize it in a sense. And particularly helping developers in the trenches with problems with very complicated code, how to go and actually start to make it easier to change, things along those lines. The book, AI-assisted programming, is really kind of like a way of going and getting your foot wet, going forward into this domain where we're using AI tools in conjunction with programming, in conjunction with code in particular. And it's kind of a tough thing because essentially it keeps changing, right? And so I'm trying to go and write it in such a way that's still going to be relevant in 5 years, for instance. And I think I've got a good strategy for that. So it is currently covering a lot of things which will be probably seen as very novice, maybe a year from now, but also some things which are kind of like reflective about what's possible with the tooling and how we actually interact with it as humans and what kinds of things might be still concerns, going forward with a lot of these things. I guess one thing to kind of say is that the problem of dealing with things that have been generated for us, right, where we've gotten from somebody else, is pretty evergreen, right? It's like if somebody gives you a piece of code and you don't know really what its lineage is at all, how much do you trust it? How much can you basically learn about, what you're looking at and basically feel confident enough to even put it into, the work that you're producing? So that's really the focus, I guess.
Yeah, thanks very much for that great explanation. It's a really interesting book. It's really interesting to see it sort of like written in progress as well.
Yeah.
You're exploring this space that everyone else is exploring as well, but with it guided by this sort of structure and so much experience over time. The book is AI-assisted programming. You can find it on Leanpub. Thank you very much, Michael, for taking the time to do this launch video.
Great. Thank you.